Hey there, Powder Keg. You know it, you love it. It's POW Pro Wrestling. He's Mr. Ooh La La. I'm Brian Zane, and Mr. I am still just over the moon over what we saw at our main event last week. Unfortunately, the Wrestling with Regret YouTube champion Zicky Dice could not make it to Eugene for his contracted championship defense. However, I was able to book an interim YouTube championship match, and who should show up in Zicky's place but Brother Levi. I'm talking about timeless Levi Shapiro coming in with almost no notice, having a fantastic match against Sonico, and coming out the winner to become the interim YouTube champion. Now, folks, we will have a unification match. Of course, Outlandish Zicky Dice still is the Wrestling with Regret YouTube champion. He'll be having a match down the line with Levi Shapiro to unify the two championships. We'll have an announcement on when that match is happening very soon. And mister, I gotta keep telling you how...
Zane, you thought you could get one over on the Man in Black by making an interim championship match before the belt had a chance to be vacated. You thought you were real slick, delaying the inevitable. Zane, my friend, it's still coming your way. Mark my words, that YouTube championship will be vacated once again and back into these dark hands. You can have your little unification championship match. You can have Brother Levi and Brother Zicky beat the hell out of each other. Vacant is going to be the one to pick up the scraps, and I will reassert myself as the greatest champion in wrestling history. But until then, ta-ta for now.
Hello? Are we back on? What was that?
That's what you call a time buy, Brian Zane. Vacant, send me a few more of those vacant bucks, although I am still kind of wondering where you are supposed to spend these things. But
this guy over here.
VacantAmazon.com unfortunately does not exist. You're finding here, Brian Zane, is not going to be quite as tidy as you might think with this whole YouTube title situation. Vacant! You can't put vacant baby in a corner, although...
That's exactly what we did here. But I tell you what, mister, I don't want to see Vacant anywhere near that YouTube championship. As far as I'm concerned, that unification match, it better go off without a hitch. I'm looking at you.
You can't always get what you want. Every rose has its thorn, and I'm expecting, maybe perhaps even guaranteeing, a few more foibles in this situation involving one Vacant. But let's move on from such stressful things to joyful things that bring me joy, like my favorite tag team in all of POW, the Blanchard Brothers, the vaunted veterans, the paragons of experience against these two little rookies. Everybody except mine's favorite homeboy, Kris Brady, and Drexl Jr., Charly Avell.
That's right. Well, you know, Kris Brady is, you could call him somewhat of an honorary member of Most Violent after teaming up with him in that 8-man elimination tag match several weeks ago. And you can see here the alliance still working out. These two young guns in Avell and Brady, still lots to learn, but they're going to have a big lesson up ahead as they take on the Blanchards.
Now here we are back at POW Pro Wrestling, and tonight it's youthful inexperience versus veteran wiles in the form of the Blanchard Brothers, Bubba and Jeremy.
You know, Brady and Charlie, you two are hot. No doubt about it. You two are exciting, and you two are young, and you got all the time in the world on your hands. But let me tell you something, we've been doing this longer than you've been alive, and it's gonna be a rough night for you. I can promise you that. Tell him, big man.
Brady, you're gonna get flipped like a flapjack and laid out flat. Dollar store Jason Momoa, you're gonna get knocked out. They're gonna take you out back and throw you in the trash when we're done with you, boy.
You're going to be taking up the learning tree and fall down and hit every branch tonight.
That's kind of funny.
Well, Jonas, it is experience versus youthful exuberance, as Mr. Ooh La La put it. You get the Blanchard Brothers, the gatekeepers of professional wrestling here in the Northwest, taking on two young guns in Charly Avell and everyone's favorite homeboy, Kris Brady. Is he your favorite homeboy, Jonas?
Absolutely not.
Well, then I guess it's not everyone's, but let's round up to everyone.
Everybody's with an asterisk.
Kris Brady.
Oh, no.
Kris Brady has been a bit of an ally to Most Violent in the last several months. What a year he had in 2022.
Bubba assaulting a fan.
Get his hands off that fan.
But it's that fan, so I mean, you know, go for it.
Now wait a minute. Charlie chasing him back into the ring here. I couldn't quite see everything that was going on. But the match is officially on now. Charly Avell, you know he wants to prove something to Drexl and to Funnybone, especially considering how that elimination 8-man match went several weeks ago. He was very quickly eliminated on the team. And you know he wants to prove that he's not the weak link of the team, Jonas.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's almost like Funnybone and Drexl have kind of taken Kris Brady as like the new shiny toy, and now Charlie feels like Woody.
I understood that reference, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if Kris Brady is officially a member of Most Violent. He's certainly been helping him out. Look at that, the frustration there.
I mean, these two are a regular team, and so it's interesting to see what the chemistry is going to be like.
That's true. Kris Brady is one of the most beloved wrestlers in POW right now. Won the Blair Alley Wrestle Rally, challenged Funnybone, and took him to the limit for the POW Pro Wrestling Championship. And he did have a great performance earlier this year in that elimination match. Of course, tonight's main event is going to have a huge impact on next week's show. Our main event's going to be Malcolm Phlex versus Drexl, continuing the war between Most Violent and the Massaro family. Winner of that match will be the guest referee in next week's championship match, Jonas.
I mean, that could basically ensure who's going to end up winning that championship match.
Nice takedown by Double B, Double Bad, Bubba Blanchard. Bubba Blanchard, he is a brawler, one of the best, but he also knows his way around the mat, technical style. He can get you with that amateur background.
Take you down and just wear you out.
And he'll scream in your ear while doing it too. It's really offensive to all the senses.
Yep. And of course, doesn't have the greatest fragrance, but you didn't hear that from me.
Well, I know you've been in tighter circles with he than I. Charly Avell now, nice takedown, driving the knee into the back and the wrist area with that hammerlock applied. But Bubba, quick to get into the ropes, breaking the hold.
And there's the experience factor, always knowing where you're at in that ring.
Charly Avell, he has been learning a lot under the tutelage of Most Violent, but you got to believe, I think he's still trying to establish himself. I think he's so young and inexperienced in wrestling. I think he needs to try working on finding his own identity.
Well, I mean, you know, he doesn't want to be known as Drexl Light. He wants to be known as Charly Avell.
That's right. Now, officially the first time in this match, you got Kris Brady showing off the agility here. Nice drop kick out the gate on Jeremy. Getting around here, dug that clothesline. Well, here we go. Bit of a jab action there. Coming off of the turnbuckle, he lures Jeremy in.
Come on, Jeremy.
Up from the top. Missile drop kick. And Kris Brady, these fans are liking what they see, Jonas. Nope, not enough.
Jeremy didn't get enough time to warm up. He ran in the ring. Oh, hey.
Jeremy, our broadcast colleague, looking a little worse for wear in this matchup here. Oh, well, I spoke too soon. What a right hand.
Tag partners doing too much time jaw-jacking with each other.
Right, Jeremy just tagged his opponent in the face. Nice. Oh, my goodness.
Woo.
Did you see him come through? I think his fist went right through Charlie's face.
Call that the face eraser.
And now Jeremy with the Fargo strut to cap it off. Back in comes Bubba. Like you mentioned, Jonas, the Blanchards had the experience. That goes without saying. They've been a tag team since leaving the womb.
And now what they're going to do is they're going to cut that ring in half. A lot of quick tags in and out. Milk that 5 count, basically make this a 2-on-1 match.
Yeah, don't forget, it'll make more like a 3-on-1. Look at Mr. Ooh La La out there sneaking around. I mean, how do you miss the guy? He's got bright, glowing sunglasses on.
With Mr., it's like 2.5. And those are spectacular shades, all right?
I mean, they look expensive. I'll give him that much. Choking on the ropes now again is Bubba. I'll tell you what, you mentioned all the experience they have. They know how to bend the rules to their whim here. And good distraction, misdirection here, I guess, by Bubba. If you want to call it good, at least he's good at doing that, even if it's not by the book.
Hey, people don't ask how you won, they ask if you won.
That is a good point. Now Jeremy back in the ring here. Oh, look at that. The man from Memphis, Tennessee. Laying in with some of those chops and those punches. About as old school as it gets. A punch right to the dome. Ducking the clothesline is Charly Avell. Big cross body. Ooh, that was close. I think if Charly had come off the ropes with a bit more momentum, it could have been it. Nice arm drag.
And there's a mistake by Charly. He was right in his own corner.
That's true, but he had the wherewithal to get Jeremy. Now he is trapped in the opposite half of the ring here, as you can see. Jeremy fighting to get out of that arm bar. Coming out from the arm drag. Nice rake of the eyes there. That's pretty effective. Referee letting a lot of this go here.
Charly's so hell-bent on doing this himself, he might cost his team.
I know he has spent an awful lot of time in this ring here. He's not been tagging Kris Brady, who is ready, willing, and able. He is a relatively fresh man in this matchup. As Charly continuing to take abuse. Now look at this. He's got a clear shot to it. Now look at that. Bubba, I think he just took his eye off the ball there, Jonas. That is a rare mistake by Bubba Blanchard. But I guess that Bubba has got the fire in him. He's got the confidence. Gonna start with a lockup here. Starting things pretty clean here. That's an awful surprise.
Gonna need a lot more than popping and locking to take down Bubba Blanchard.
But you see Kris with the fancy footwork. Misdirection here. Oh my goodness, you see Bubba, he was trying to bow up and absorb that tackle attempt, but it was a fake out. Look at that now. That's a lot of movement. I don't know if you want to call it wasted movement, but it was effective, Jonas. Coming off the ropes, a big sit. You want to talk about driving the wind out of somebody, that's a great way to do it. And then look at this. Charly Avell, he just can't wait. He keeps wanting these shots at the Blanchards. Again, wanting to prove himself here. The Massaro family, could be it here? No. The Massaro family have been warring with Most Violent for months and months now, almost an entire year to this point.
Like the Hatfields and the McCoys.
It is the chief rivalry here in POW Pro Wrestling. Turf war personified, and it's been, oh my goodness, I would argue it's pretty contested down the middle. You can say the Massaro family's picked up some wins, but I know Most Violent has picked up a lot of their own.
And you know, you say Charly's trying to prove himself, but the question is to who? I mean, through my extensive channels, I have not heard any rumblings of discontent with Drexl and Funnybone towards him, so.
You know, a lot of it's internal. I think everyone's their own biggest critic, and everyone wants to prove to themselves and to the people that they truly belong, even if it comes at your own expense.
I mean, the best way to prove you belong is to win some matches, not try to go solo on your own.
Jeremy with a very old school tactic there, using the hair against Charly Avell.
He's got a lot of it.
That is certainly the case. I guess it's an advantage if you're Bubba or Jeremy, no hair to grab onto. Jeremy, he's mocking Kris Brady's dance moves a little bit. That's probably what I would look like though if I tried to do any earnest moves like Kris here.
See him do a cabbage patch.
That I can do too. No, Charly still kicks out. The Blanchards have defeated every team that's come in front of them. Here, POW Pro Wrestling, SPW, Portland Wrestling, and beyond. And speaking of beyond, double noggin knocker. Speaking of beyond, how about the recent experience Kris Brady had over on the East Coast at Beyond Wrestling, one of the preeminent independent organizations in this country. And
That's
Kris
right.
looking to make the ring his own personal trap house with a tag here. At this moment, this could be his best chance.
The homeboys becoming the road boys, branching out.
Absolutely one of the fastest rising stars from the Northwest, getting his time to shine here as he and Bubba make their tag.
Oh,
wow, that surprises me. Brady, the smaller guy, able to take down these bigger men just with his own momentum. Look out,
oh no!
Classic misdirection play leading to incidental contact by Jeremy and Bubba, and the straps are coming down.
Oh gosh, Brady with Soul Train.
Brady with more of that dancing. I would focus more on the wrestling than the dancing, but right now it seems to be working here. Double elbow drop.
He's got him reeling, he needs to follow up.
That's right.
Isolate one of them. Bubba is the legal man.
Most Violent honorable member here, looking really strong.
Kris Brady, he might be a little confused on what to do next.
Needs to go for that.
Trying to get Bubba in position, but now look at this. More jaw jacket with his own tag team partner. What are these guys doing?
I think Brady was going for that moonsault.
I think Kris got a little bit into Charlie's head, and he wants to show Kris he can do it just as well. Now look out. No!
Oh,
Talk about incidental contact. Oh, big back suplex. That could have knocked him right out. You see how he landed on his head? Here comes Jeremy in now here to pick the scraps. I don't know what happened to Brady on the outside. He got his head rocked.
yeah, he's dazed outside.
He still looks woozy. Coming down from the top rope. Big elbow drop, and that's going to be it. Blanchards win the day here. Another win for the Massaro family. Well, Jonas, you seem to be pretty happy with that win, but I know that Most Violent is not pleased with how that went down.
The real lack of continuity between Charlie and Kris Brady just led to a breakdown in teamwork.
It was exactly that. It was a lack of chemistry. It was miscommunication. It was a game of one-upsmanship between teammates, and it couldn't have come at a worse time. That accidental contact on the apron is what sealed the deal. And you got to admit, this is going to be some great momentum for tonight's main event, Phlex versus Drexl. The winner gets to represent the referee position in that main event matchup next week for the POW Pro Wrestling Championship. But we are not done here, guys. We have some tension here between Brady and Avell. Tell you what, the bell has rung, but the fireworks might still be underway here, shoving each other.
Yeah. Come on, start throwing some rights and lefts.
Now, come on, guys. Now, in comes Drexl. In comes Drexl to try and play peacekeeper here. He wants a microphone, does Kris Brady. Hang on now.
I don't know what the hell is going on with you guys. I had no problem helping you against the Massaro family, but I don't want no part in whatever crazy shit you guys got going on. I'm gonna go back to being my own.
Well, strong words from Kris Brady. He wants no part of the family drama happening inside Most Violent, Jonas.
I mean, I don't blame him. Charly Avell went rogue, ended up costing him the winner's purse.
I'm here.
All right, folks, our main event, it's next. Drexl doesn't want to wait. The Honorable Malcolm Phlex is due.
Oh, Drexl, you and I, one-on-one. The winner of this, the special guest referee for the POW Pro Wrestling Championship. Now, you got to see me pin and drive Funnybone 1, 2, 3 through the mat. And now you're going to get the same treatment. As the heavy hitter of the Massaro family, the POW Pro Wrestling Championship is going to come back home to us.
That's right. Well, you saw that clean victory right there. I'm doing great. Fantastic.
I will say, I'm kind of impressed at your guys' restraint in not using the chain. However, you guys didn't have to do anything. It was the miscommunication and the lack of cohesion between Avell and Brady that helped you guys seal the win.
I can't really remember the last time. I've never used a chain in my life.
Well,
I've never used a chain in my life.
The tape will have to confirm that. Now here comes the top earner, the heavy hitter of the Massaro family, Malcolm Phlex, making his way to the ring, and he wants to do right. This man pinned Funnybone in the middle of the ring in that 8-man elimination match to secure the win for the Massaro family.
Absolutely. That was a great day all the way around, baby. All the way around. We partied big time that night.
I tell you what, I was ready based on that performance alone to give him the next shot at Funnybone's championship.
Well, that's the way it should be.
But due to some legal wrangling, you've got Vinnie Massaro is first in line here by virtue of the Massaro family winning.
Oh, yeah?
You got to admit,
yeah, that's true.
This match is going to go a long way, potentially, in affecting the outcome of next week's main event. Jeremy, why don't you talk to me about the contrast of styles, to put it bluntly, between these two.
Well, you've got pure 100% run through a wall power, and then you've got a psychopath.
That's
An
right.
absolute psychopath. So he's unpredictable. You don't know what. I don't know how you cannot study tape on this guy, on Derek Drexl at all, whatsoever, because you don't know what he's going to do.
That's right. You don't know karate, but you know crazy.
There you go. But let me tell you something. Drexl's been doing this a long time, and smarts can go a long way, but pure power can catch you slipping.
Drexl, of course, more experience, many more years in the game than Phlex, so it could come down to that veteran savvy combined with a little bit of the psychosis.
A little.
In order for him to win the day here. But like you said, Phlex has that raw power, and that could,
but see, he likes it. He likes it.
That could grind Drexl into dust, but I think he does like it, like you
He wants
said.
to do it again. What kind of psychopath is this?
I don't know how much of it's mind games or how much of it's just pure sadism.
Derek Drexl knows what he's doing every step of the way. When he gets in the ring, he knows what he's doing. Every step is calculated.
I said he is crazy, but possibly crazy like a fox.
Don't fall for it, Phlex.
Oh! The impact coming down overhand right onto the chest area. That'll knock anybody down.
Never seen someone drop Drexl with a chop before.
Oh, I haven't either. He likes it too much. Look, he's rubbing his chest.
That is obscene. There are children in this
Absolutely.
crowd.
I think he wants other people to hit him. Is that what I'm
I
saying?
think
here?
so.
No, don't invite
he's
these.
inviting him down here. No, see this?
I mean,
no, Phlex, do not.
He's
No.
begging it. He's
No.
begging for it.
This could be bad.
This reminds me of Sideshow back in the day. He used to.
He used to love pain. Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh no!
I told you.
That was, I can't believe Phlex fell for that one. If I'm being honest.
I'm gonna have to talk to him in the locker room.
That's right. Phlex has a chance. Oh my goodness, biting the hand there.
Come on, referee.
After that ring post contact, that's gonna sting.
I think I heard
Oh my goodness, driving
I
it
heard a
right into the
knuckle crack.
apron. They are right in front of us here, and I think I just heard I heard Phlex shrieking pain.
I did too. I heard a knuckle crack.
Oh good.
No,
Oh
come
no!
on.
Oh no!
Come on.
No!
How's that legal?
He has the paper. He's not done. Oh my goodness! Now, do you think the referee caught that?
Oh, yeah, right in his
He's
face.
looking right
in his face.
Come on.
But now you saw Drexl blocking with his body.
Well, what did you think he
what
was
about
doing?
that?
Okay, yeah, I'm sure the referee caught that. I mean, hey, you know what? These referees are surprisingly lenient.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, isn't that your purview?
Yeah, you're the commission.
I tell you what, I got to get these guys to pay attention more at the weekly meetings.
If you guys found these refs from the NFL, I'll guarantee it.
That's right. Now Phlex in a bad way here. He's got to try to shake off this pain in his hand if he wants to focus on, using that hand next week for the 1, 2, 3.
Right?
Drexl coming off the ropes now. Oh my goodness! Big spine
He
buster.
might not have got that leg around.
No, I don't think he got quite enough height for it.
It's a good way to mess up an ankle.
Yeah, it sure is.
Oh my goodness! You see Drexl favoring his left arm there. He just got his right hand stomped on.
Derek Drexl's basketball career is over.
Oh my goodness. When you think of the wars that Drexl puts himself and his opponents through, his body tells a story of anguish and violence. The scars on his body read like a road map.
You think he has people over to his house and shows them all the scars?
I would guarantee that. I would guarantee that.
What do you think they serve for dinner
That's
at
what I was
Drexl
already
dinner
saying.
party?
That's exactly. At a Drexl dinner party, what's the main dish?
I found some opossum on the side of the road.
I tell you what, the parts he doesn't use go to his ring attire. Oh my God! Big clothesline right upside Drexl's head, and he is out.
That's it, ref. Start the count.
My goodness! Oh, you can see him shaking it off here. That surprises me. And now Phlex grinding down here, raking at the face. It's time for Phlex to employ some of that inhuman strength he has if he wants to make this.
Yeah.
That's one way to do it. Wrapping Drexl's neck and chest area around that rope.
Let's see if your chin can touch your toes.
Uh-oh.
Do it.
Now,
Yes.
oh, goodness.
Chin right off. Good thing he's chinless.
Drexl in a bad way here. You hope maybe that beard took some of the impact. Could be it. No.
Yeah,
I mean, I can't imagine what kind of referee Drexl would be.
that beard's probably as stiff as these ropes.
I mean, I'm sure he'd help Funnybone, but maybe he'd just want to hurt him too.
I've seen him referee before. It's not pretty.
Would he hand out the paper?
He just sits there.
Can Drexl count to 3?
No.
That's an excellent question. Oh my goodness. Phlex using all of his strength, put every one of those 272 pounds behind Drexl.
Buckle.
The ring shifted.
Unbelievable raw power by the Honorable One, who had an impressive 2022 of his own. Looks to keep that momentum going here as we head into the new year, as POW Pro Wrestling continues to reach higher and higher planes.
Huge heights, astronomical heights.
Higher ground like Stevie Wonder.
Find a way to get that one in.
Phlex has Drexl in a bad way here. One well-placed suplex could be the end of this matchup.
Could be into that light
for the
up there,
homicidal
too.
artist.
Right?
Uh-oh. Possibly going for a superplex here.
Drexl will like this.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
It bites the forehead.
That's the main dish right there. We were talking about what he would serve.
And Drexl
Forehead.
now, the shoe on the other foot. Here comes a possible high-flying attack. Wait a minute, Vinnie Massaro. What is he doing grabbing the leg of Drexl? In comes Charly Avell now to chase Vinnie away. There we go. Make things even here. Get Vinnie out of here.
Referee, turn around. Referee. Wait a minute. Never mind. Don't stay.
Now wait a minute. Drexl has Phlex right where he wants him. He's zeroing in.
Oh, no.
Coming from the second rope. He caught him. Swinging DDT.
Wait.
And that could be it.
Wait, what?
Phlex goes down like a bag of hammers. Could be it. Drexl's got this. Oh, my goodness.
I thought it was over.
The referee was distracted by Charly Avell.
You got to believe that if the referee was there from the beginning, that would have been it, guys.
This guy's the human blunder.
Charly Avell trying to earn his place and earn his keep. Wait a minute. What is Charly Avell doing?
I'm surprised the referee didn't let it go.
What did Charly Avell just do? He just completely turned the tide in what's going to be an epic championship match next weekend.
Uh-oh.
Where is this dude's head at?
There's a little ripple. There's a little ripple.
I think Charly only now realizes the extent of what he did.
Well, he just blew the match last match. He couldn't get along with his partner, Brady. All right? He can't get along with Drexl. I think he's got an attitude problem, really.
Charly Avell not doing his duty as team player here. Dropped the ball 2 matches in a row. Once as Brady's partner and again as an outside witness. I tell you what, folks, the deck has just been stacked against Funnybone. Next week could be his last as POW Pro Wrestling Champion, as Malcolm Phlex of the Massaro family is going to be the special guest referee.
Well, folks, the die has been cast for next week's championship matchup. Now we know the Honorable Malcolm Phlex is going to be the guest referee as Funnybone defends the POW Championship against Vinnie Massaro. Certainly the deck has been stacked against Funnybone and Most Violent, but Mr. Most Violent might be crumbling from within. Did you see what happened with Charly Avell out there?
Charly Avell feeling a little insecure, wants to prove that he's most violent, but you know, he's putting his heart before his mind because he walked right into that ring after running my best friend Vincenzo Massaro off with that chair. Vinny was only trying to remind the ref of his very important duties in this match. Charly Avell runs him off and goes right in the ring in front of everyone. Blasts Malcolm Phlex with that chair. I think Charly Avell might not be the most violent, but he certainly is not the most intelligent.
I'll tell you what, I tend to give younger wrestlers and rookies the benefit of the doubt when they make a mistake. You chalk up to it, you learn, you move on. But I mean, even that was pretty boneheaded move for Charly Avell, given the implications and what that could mean for Funnybone's POW Championship reign next week.
Charly Avell even managed to run off Kris Brady, who we saw, you know, says, I like you, Most Violent, but I'm doing my own thing because Charly is a little
That's true. Kris Brady wants no part of the most violent drama. I mean, it's a whole different world to Compton and the Trap House. I don't know if he's quite ready for the chaos and insanity of hanging with most violent, but Kris Brady, I think, will do just great on his own as he continues his journey in professional wrestling.
He says, save the most violent drama for your most violent mama. I'm on my own. See what I did there?
You are very clever. Join us next week on POW Pro Wrestling, where not only are we going to have that great main event of Vinny Massaro versus Funnybone for the POW Pro Wrestling Championship, we also get the in-ring debut for POW for Chase James. He's a wrestler from Washington State. He recently came upon Jaden, kicking him in the face after they bumped into each other after Jaden's matchup, mister. And now we're going to have this match.
Well, Jaden had the unmitigated gall to step on Chase James's shoe as he was coming back from the concession area. Chase James questions Jaden's validity as a self-professed superhero and sent us this video package regarding his somewhat creepy thoughts, if I must say so myself, regarding the unbelievable Jaden.
Let's take a look at this. Certainly that was a bizarre spectacle. I don't know what you want to call that video we just saw, but Chase James is out for revenge on Jaden, and he might just get it next week here. And of course, that big main event, the championship return match, as Funnybone defends the POW Pro Wrestling title against the nice guy, Vinny Massaro.
With Malcolm Phlex as the referee, Malcolm Phlex has been given very specific instructions by Uncle Sal himself. The red hotline started glowing. Malcolm Phlex answers the phone. Malcolm Phlex nodded, yes sir, oui, monsieur. I've ordered a giant family-sized tiramisu. We've got red and green streamers, red and green balloons. We've got some of Italian ladies of the night coming in to fulfill Vincenzo's every need and desire.
All right, well,
we've got some Tarnex to polish all the black and white paint that Funnybone has smudged all over that POW Pro Wrestling beautiful championship belt. Everything is coming back to where it needs to be. Everything's coming aligned. The snake's eating the tail. The snake's meat eating its own end. Everything is going to be as it should be next week when Vincenzo Massaro is once again proclaimed as the two-time.
Well, mister, that was certainly a lot of words said very quickly, but I would hold off on the celebration just yet and wait until the main event because it could have huge implications. Why don't you put the tiramisu on ice for a bit and wait to see what happens next week, folks. For Mr. Ooh La La, I'm Brian Zane, and we'll see you next time.